welcome to Life and Style with Francyne. I'm your host, Francyne Walker, and joining me today is JeremyThomas, here to talk about the Detroit NABJ Black Male Media Project. Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Francyne. Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, I'm glad you're here because I think this is definitely a project that needs to be talked about more and given some traction. So talk about the Black Male Media Project.
So I'm sure you're familiar with the National Association of Black Journalists.
Yes.
So our president, Sarah Glover, she initiated this a few years ago.
Okay.
And the Black Male Media Project is basically an initiative to kind of change the narrative of black males in the media. A lot of times when you see us,
very disproportionate, right?
Very disproportionate coverage. 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock news, mostly criminal, not really good stories, not really positive stories. So each year, the National comes out with the theme. So this year's theme was Positive Reflections, and we kind of took that and molded it Detroit style, and we'll be focusing on black men and mental health, which is also a very important topic.
Yes, and since this is actually, we're closing out with the May as Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
So wow, and so you're going into, so this event is actually June 1st, correct?
Yes, it'll be Saturday, June 1st.
Okay.
We've partnered with Detroit PAL, which is celebrating 50 years,
Nice.
its 50th anniversary.
Okay.
And we happen to have Robert Jamerson, who is the interim CEO. He'll be on the panel. He has a background in pharmaceuticals. He worked for Pfizer for some years.
Okay.
And we're happy to have him and partner with him on this event.
Okay.
It's also sponsored by the Detroit Health Department.
Awesome.
So they bring us that clinical background in public health and what's very necessary to combat anxiety and depression among black men, because it is a very huge issue.
That a lot of men are silent about.
Right, absolutely. And you hear all the time, you know, men don't like going to the doctor. A lot of men don't really like dealing with the depression and anxiety that comes along with being a black man as well.
So what can one expect when they attend? How is this format? How is it set up?
Absolutely. So we have a dynamic panel discussion scheduled. So that'll be the first session.
Okay.
Things open up with a welcome and introduction, and then our panel discussion will begin. Again, we have Robert Jamerson from Detroit PAL. We have Kevin Fisher. He's the executive director of NAMI Michigan, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We happen to have Dr. Curtis Long and Dr. Carlin J.T. Shanor, as well as L.T. Willis, who's a pastor, and he's also a behavioral specialist, so he can give us that spiritual knowledge that we need to know, as well as his background in behavioral health.
Okay. So it's free to the public, correct?
Free and open to the public. Registration starts at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
Open parking. We have a couple of lots there at Detroit PAL. They are marked so the public will know where to park at and come on out and support the event. The second session is actually something I'm very excited about as well. We have renowned #1 Amazon bestseller, Jason Wilson, Cry Like a Man. He's going to be doing a Q&A with Josh Landon.
Okay.
And Josh Landon is actually our MC and moderator for the whole event from Fox 2.
Yeah. So it's, like I said, like I asked you earlier, it's open to the public. Is it just for men?
No. You can come, women. You know, we definitely want to encircle and encompass everyone, because what happens to the black man affects the black family.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's very important that everyone, mothers, you know, everyone come out.
And I think it's important to understand that us as the partner, the woman as the partner, we understand what black men go through. Because a lot of times they tend not to voice what they're feeling and what they're thinking, which is kind of sad, but I know we're on the upswing of positive reflections. Absolutely,
right.
And getting men to have these conversations is certainly a start. And how long is the program?
So the program will begin around 11. We'll have lunch around 12, and then the second session will begin, and we'll be done by about 2 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're getting lunch too?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay.
You know, we hook it up. NABJ
Okay.
always
Yes,
hooks it up.
we love to eat. So it's free to the public. Anybody is welcome, and we've got the panel in the beginning.
Yes.
And then the moderated session in the afternoon.
Yes.
Okay. What do you hope to accomplish with this particular Black Male Media Project for this year?
Right. So we want people to realize that everything has a cause and effect.
Sure.
So, you know, when you see things in the media and you see Black men being degraded, you see the different negative coverage that kind of highlights the worst parts of our community.
Sure.
That is having a mental effect.
Absolutely.
Whether you realize it or know it or
Yeah.
not. So focusing on this particular topic is very relevant, especially for today.
Yes.
Most recently, some celebrities like Big Sean, you know, kind of came out about challenges with anxiety and
Right.
depression. And recently, you know, other celebrities, like we see Kanye West and we like, oh, we know he has a problem, right? So, you know, just, you know, following, you know, kind of trends
Yeah.
and kind of people that, you know, we need to address this.
Sure. I remembered Kid Cudi came out.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
A few years back.
Yes, and that's actually one of the highlights of our theme, because there was a hashtag, You Good Man, that
Yes.
came out, and
Yes.
it was really just celebrities rallying behind him, and then some, you know, coming out with their own stories as well.
Well, it's definitely a great opportunity to open the dialogue
Yes.
and make men feel safe, specifically because they are expected to be the strong one
Yes.
and to carry so much, but sometimes the weight gets to be a little much.
Yes, it does.
And they need some relief.
Right.
So I'm excited about this project.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so that concludes this edition of, well, first let me say this. The actual event is
Saturday, June 1st.
June 1st?
At Detroit PAL from 10:30 to 2. We'll open up half-hour. On-site registration is available, so come on out.
And it is free to the public. There is lunch included. It sounds like food for your tummy and food for your soul.
Yes.
So I can't wait. So that concludes this edition of Life and Style with Francyne. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.